It's not quite so easy tonight, for some reason.
What is it?
I made it a bit uncomfortable. So that makes it a bit more difficult for me to come through. But I wanted to come because I want to tell you all that there will be the changes in the circle. And I said this before, I know. But there will be somebody else coming into the circle. And it will be good for the circle. And it will be good for all of you. And please, sorry that the little one is a bit uncomfortable because she's got the, what you calls it? Rheumatism?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's not many people in your country that don't have the rheumatism.
Yeah.
It's because of your weather. It's not like it was when I was on the Earth plane, because there I was, it was the summers, they were very, very hot, and the winters, they were not cold, but they was miserable. And sometimes I find myself, when I was on the Earth plane, sometimes I was happy, and sometimes I was not happy. And there was lots and lots of, what you call it, the fevers in the places where I lived, because there was not like your modern place today. There was lots of the poor people that not gets enough to eat, and there was lots of the children who died when they was very, very little. They's not got a chance to grow up. Sometimes I think back to when I was on the Earth plane, and then I think that it will be different the next time I comes to the Earth, because I've got to come again, but it will not be for long times yet. But when I comes to the Earth next, I will be coming into your country, and that's why I comes at the present time to your circle. I contact yous when yous in your homes, and I knows the ways that you lives, and it will not be so strange to me when I comes back to the Earth plane. I feel very funny. I cannot. I just knows that there will be the time when I says goodbye to the spirit world and comes back to the Earth. And there will be lots of changes by that times. Some of them shall be so good, and some of them will not be so good. But there will be so much more understanding between the peoples on the Earth planes and the spirit world, because we's coming to get much closer to yous. But there will be, before then, there will be lots of the troubles. He tells you that there will be the troubles on the Earth plane, and you's beginning to see it now, doesn't you?
Yes, we do.
And there's that. Be glad that you sent out your love to the peoples that's facing the difficulties. But that's one of the things that they comes to the Earth plane for. They not knows it, because there's lots of the peoples that comes over in the trouble, the floods, and the earthquake, and the starvation, and they's not knows whys. But when they comes to the spirit world, then they gradually comes to knows the reason why. And that's what everybody wants to know. They always say Why me? Why is it happening? Why doesn't it happen to somebody else? And why does somebody else has lots of things and I have nothing? And that's the things that they've got to learn to overcome. Because everybody who comes to the earth plane comes to the place that they has chosen and to the circumstances that they's laid out for themselves. Sue knows this, because that's what what you call him, Sir Bernard, that's what he's saying in his talks. He's always saying that you comes and into the circumstances that's going to help Sue in the spirit. Sue's not knows whys, because when you comes to the earth plane, you forgets what you've been doing and what you've been learning before you was born. It is when you come to the spirit world that you will begins to see the whole of the pattern, not just the little bits that's with you at the present time, but the whole of the pattern from when you became I not knows how to put it, but it was then all the things that's made up yous comes together to be an individual. Because before then, you were just little bits, and the little bits they's got to come together. And that's what you call the evolution. And it's been happening ever since your world was started, ever since the life first started on the world. And you think that your world's very old, and you think that your universe is very old. But I's beginning to learn that the things that you think's very old, they's very, very new, they's very, very young. There's lots of things that's happening in your, what you calls it, the universe, that's happening long, long before your world came into the being. And there's the other worlds, it's all over I not knows how to put it, the skies, it's more than the skies, it's a space. There's lots of other worlds, and there's lots of different forms of life that's showing themselves on the other worlds. And some of them are like you, but most of them are quite different. We watches sometimes your television programs, and we sees what your peoples are imagining. And some of the imaginings says very, very good, because there's other worlds with the peoples, if you call them the peoples, like your, I don't know the words for it, but the peoples that makes the films, it's like what says imagine it. And it's not really imagination, it's a recalling of what they has learned from the spirit world. Because you know that you goes to the spirit world, then you's asleep, because you calls it the sleep state.
Yes.
And sometimes you brings back the little memories, and sometimes you brings back the nasty memories, and sometimes then you's coming into the body from the sleep state, you get all the things mixed muddled up, and then you find that there will be what you call a nightmare. But it's a funny word, but we's trying to put it that we knows that that's what it's not so real. It's the experiences you have had in the spirit world, and those, it's like your brain trying to make sense of what you has been doing since the spirit world. And that's why you get what you call the dreams. Sometimes they good dreams, sometimes they very, very true dreams. They the experiences that you've been having in the spirit world. And some people's on your earth plane, they's able to bring back the sleep state memories that's very, very good. But mostly, then who's in the body of the matter, it's too heavy and you cannot bring back the spirit memories. Do you follow?
Yes, yes, we do.
I was trying to make sense. Oh, that's trying to give what you call a scientific lecture. There will be sometimes the things that my lady thinks about, and she does not know where she gets the ideas from, but we could tell her, because she gets the ideas from the spirit world. And sometimes there's good ideas, but sometimes she will not take them, and she pushes them away. But we want you to know that while you're on the earth plane, you've got the spirit inside you, and that spirit has all the memories of all your lives on the earth plane, and the life that you had before you comes to the earth plane. So you just remember that, and don't be surprised at anything that happens in your lives, because there's the things that you've got to do in order to grow. Do you follow?
Yes, thank you, we do.
Oh, I was given quite a lecture.
There
will be the things that B says, and sometimes B gives what you call the prophecies, and then they do not come out that B says. And that will be because B's able to see the direction that the things are going, but we cannot tell you that will be happen exactly as B says, because there's always the the free will of the men, and there's a free will of the elements, and that sometimes the patterns that B sees, it gets stopped, and sometimes it gets twisted round, and sometimes it goes in a different direction to the one that B sees it going in. And then Sue knows that what B has said, it will not come true. But most of the time, B tries to give you the help, and B tries to give you encouragement, and B always gives you our loves, because that's what you get from the spirit world, not just from me, but from all the others that comes into your circle. And they comes in, there's many, many that you've got no ideas of, but they looks forward to your circle, and they's very, very happy to come. And we just want to say to the lady and the gentleman that to two gentlemen that's not looking forward to when you get up on the platform, that's if will be very, very good, because we will be there, and we will be helping you, and you will be surprised at how you can do it, and you will feel that there's lots of love coming to you, not just from the spirit world, but from the people who sit in the church, and they's all trying to help you. So do not be afraid. Go forward, because there is a work for you to do. So we tells you that again and again, that you've got the works to do. And we looks forward to when you do it. And then we's able to say, we told you so. That's the things that, one of the things that we wanted to let you know, that we will be there and we will give you all the help that we can. Oh, I think I'd talked long enough. I give the little girl my love, and I tells her that she will be getting the better, but she's got to be patient, and she's got to try to put up with the, what you calls it, the restrictions. Says we knows that she does not like that, because she always wants to be doing the things. But sometimes you've got to sit back and let other people do the things instead of you. And we knows it's difficult, but that's what we tells you've got to learn to try to do. And we just... Oh, I'm losing my voice. That's better. And for the other lady, we just wants to say that you're beginning to get sense now, that you're beginning to sit back and let the others carry on. And you've got to learn to do that. And we knows that you're beginning to learn it. And we want you to know that we's helping all that we can with the little boys and the bigger boys too, because sometimes they give the troubles more than the little ones. But we know that there will be lots of love coming to all of you from us in the spirit world. So now I think I'd better go. So I will say good night to you all, and God bless you, God bless all the peoples that you love, and God bless all the peoples that you do not love, and God bless your world. And we looks forward to its beginning to move into the light instead of in the dark. And we will leave that with you. So he says good night, and God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you.